50-yard line.
First down. Here's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, folks, we gave you a glance at the AFC playoff picture. Let's talk NFC playoff picture. Bit of a shakeup because the Niners and the Saints game were in the Seahawks and the Rams. So San Fran back up the top spot. Then you have the Packers who beat Washington moving up to number 2. The Saints with the loss, try to follow all this. They dropped down a spot. But it's a critical one as they lose that first-round bye, and then we're still awaiting resolution on the Cowboys and the Eagles in the NFC East, CD.
Yeah, this is going to be a crazy deal because essentially San Francisco and Seattle have kind of been trading back and forth. And after Sunday night's games, San Francisco holds that spot. But remember, those two play Week 17. It could all be decided then. The Saints have already locked down the NFC South. They're trying to get one of those top 2 seeds, as you mentioned. But the race for these wild cards, Minnesota sitting right there holding the number 6 spot. They're a game ahead of the Rams, who are really hot right now. And the Bears, after whacking the Cowboys last week, they're hanging in there as well.
But as you're alluding to, I mean, Seattle drops from the number 1 seed all the way down to the number 5 seed in one day. Of course, a lot can change in the final 3 weeks.
And just think, a lot of people wondering, how does the NFC East get a home game by winning that division? This is going to be one of those years people will talk about reseeding based on absolute overall record.
Yeah, because it's not out of the question that either the 49ers or the Seahawks could be 13-3 and be a wild card team. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. He finds his man Johnson, and he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. From the gun, here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Go put it back. You can put it back, man. You grab the cookies and all that stuff all the time, dude. Move. Just ate something this morning.
Hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now a run with Cook. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Cousins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
Push it back. Push it back.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Drop deep, drop deep.
They run it again with Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings.
14-0. Game over.
Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams
Nick, you got
have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Nicky, you're doing a lot of mumbling. I can't hear you. You trying to play or what?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Trying to lay one up into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Neho. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Bocat is what I say you is.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Calais Campbell on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Third quarter, you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out.
I'm surprised that man's still up
playing. Running game can really benefit your team right now.
I'm here now, so what's the excuse now? What's the excuse now? What's the excuse now?
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
But it was late.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Bailey able to knock it through.
I know.
And the lead
17-0.
It's now 17.
This is today. You should be ready. You should be prepared.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
You are what you are. You broke that.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shamar Steffett busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
I'm playing the game. I'm playing the game.
Struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there, but maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the whip.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
I was in the
last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8.
No, my girl's from wrong.
Working out of the gun. Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ooh. That's my ball.
And that's what friends
are
for.
Ball. Damn.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Flush, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
24
and the
to 0.
Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Get both out of the stick.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I got lucky.
After the sack on 1st down, Minshew. Shark's got it left side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Everson Griffin able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Looking long for Westbrook. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And a good swing to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's Britton Colquitt now. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over.
I ain't want to do it again. But, you know. Man,
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
I'll do it again. I'm here for the shit today. I missed. Stop grabbing stuff.
1st and 10. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Flat for the nigga.
D.D. Westbrook, 39 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Oh, did the Jags get this? Yes, Jags football. Wow. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team
win. Put it down.
Unable to recover it. It
Put the shoes
the kicking
down.
team gets the football here. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Andrew Sendejo from his strong safety spot able to make the play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back to throw here. He's good. This is caught at the 20. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Since I did Bocat.
Following the interception, Cousins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
It's a beautiful
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural,
yeah,
but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
You want some music? What you eating? Damn.
Talking to me nicely. Only fuck expensive hoes if they pricey. Make a movie on that hoe that's Spike Lee. Feel like Fable, then she like me. Big bad, bitch bad. Got her riding on that dick since black. Switching lanes, spin fast. Give me mad, bitch bad. Well, yeah, I'm just a sniper with a rifle, baby. You out here looking like the type of girl you wife a baby. I got a trip to Paris for a couple nights with baby. She got a major stand taller than a Eiffel, baby. If you working for me, I'ma boss your life up, baby. How you flexing on your ex, being spiteful, baby. Fuck with me, myself, a couple of homies be negative. I just want all of the dudes to the world, I'm worried. it higher, that's a god. Damn, I'm a heart, no, I give it all I got. For the walk, talk the talk, take it higher, that's a god. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS another loss, GPS another loss. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020, yeah. VVS, Liberty, yeah. Determination, laser focus, banging on they know they taking notice, taking notice. Yeah, so cool, I keep my eyes seen. Yeah, living fancy, never feisty. Determination, laser focus, banging on they know they taking notice. Talking to me nicely, only fuck expensive hoes if they pricey. Yeah, make a movie on that hoe that's spily. Feel like Pharaoh, then she like me.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action. Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 58 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Cook. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On second down now, it's Cook. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Here's Cousins.
Damn,
this is going to be
intercepted.
Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready. 15, got it. 15 left. Go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Steve 6.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Look at me, Dipper!
Off play action, it's Minshew. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Out of the gun is Minshew. Looking long for Westbrook. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. We're scoreless after 1. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
switch it up. On to the next thing, boy. You ain't throwbacks. That's Michelin nesting, boy. Looking like you feel diamond testing, boy.
Now Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Bowcat, I'm out here. You can't fuck with me.
Touchdown run, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Stop.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Minshew. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
but, you know, writing down your ad.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
I thought you could have been Jordan. Found out that you wasn't even been Gordon. Next one get flued out, I'm keeping them morning. Like Tony Dugo, I'm foreign and point. Yeah.
3rd and long for Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They keep it with Fournette on first down. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for him.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
It's complete to Diggs. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more. The line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Go now, 30 base. Yeah. Mike, 55, right there.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew, and he completes it to Westbrook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Minshew. He's going to go for it all. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook. 31 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. And
that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 1st down, it's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. He's going to take a shot for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. So how about that for a momentum switch?
Wow.
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Vikings, their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the 24, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around.
And the pressure gets to him again. Calais Campbell providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, 17 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Now Leonard Fournette trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll go with the keeper. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. They come out here in the eye. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Point after by Lambeau, up and good.
Stop.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Real bad. Go to your bed.
Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
One last shot now for Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
That one touchdown?
Even though they didn't finish it off.
That wasn't touchdown?
Exactly right. They took us down to the
that
last
wasn't
play.
touchdown?
Still, you're wondering,
I
could
know.
it happen?
I saw it.
Even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Wow. Wow. Good game, Nick. Good game, Bocat. Damn. Damn. You want to tie break this shit? I'm about that life. I want it. Come on, send it. Go ahead, send it. I'm on the road. I ain't like that. Making me a phone call real quick.
did. Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They LA they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex slick then he with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in.
What happened?
Spicy mommy, sorry it's pricey mommy. I got caught up once, I ain't had a right one by me. Had me looking crazy.
You said what? I'm still here. You saying that shit.
With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think.
So na 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 na.
If you were me and didn't have it. Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out the
Greatest gift you could get somebody is your time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. From Jacksonville. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll go play action here with Minshew. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run with Fournette. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
It's a quarterback sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They'll drop the throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on from the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lambo will put this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Let's go!
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Cousins.
Damn.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Still missed the pop.
Incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. 50, plant.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about
that. Super tough.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Go now. 70, Indy.
Fournette running out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. Throwing on second down. Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
Ooh.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That too.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down. They go play action. Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult.
Let's go, baby. Oh, he jumped it. What the fuck?
Put him on the ground.
Now, meanwhile,
damn,
they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shake.
He's got it at the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about the big plays. Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, they want to.
No, bottle, fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Oh, my gosh, my ball.
The defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I'm moving forward.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Starting the third quarter with Cook. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the
all the way, baby boy.
All the way, baby boy. Just hang in there.
House.
Just one big
I want a house. Let's
Vikings.
get it. I'm out here.
Stephon Diggs, 66 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Bailey got the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
Which way do I go?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Ready? 8, read. 5. Look at me. Go. Go.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On the draw, this is Fournette. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Letting one go deep for the...
Let's go, baby.
Oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, it's Cook. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That his first catch so far. They held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. First down, here's the run with Cook. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He's got daylight, 30. Touchdown, Vikings.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Cook, 59 yards. Yeah, the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Wow.
This is going to be caught. That's good for 28 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. This is Fournette. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From just shy of midfield, Minshew. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Linval Joseph breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Somebody died, somebody go to jail.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Minshew. And that will be incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Hey. Hurry.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition to fit. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Minshew. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Now Cousins. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone.
Hey, be close if you can.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10. Go. 37-yard line. 55's my guy. Hey, Charlie. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Mike, 55. Let's go.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up with Conley. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time.
What's up, family?
Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just
I'm
run
up,
it
man.
right down
6-21.
Throw to the end zone on first down.
Yeah, me both at 6-21.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
So in control. No. Yeah.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
No.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Now Minshew. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here.
Get it.
And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get
I'm so in control.
On both sides, because when each side points at the other, hey, you did it, no, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.